everybody. I know it's been so long, but guess what? I am back, and I've got my new thoughts on Heathers. When I first saw Heathers, I loved it, but I had a lot of trouble understanding the comedy, the dark comedy. Dark comedies like Bad Santa and Death at a Funeral were easy to get, because Death at a Funeral had some slapstick humor, stoner humor, but that's humor that I understand, like slapstick humor and stoner humor. But in comedies like Bad Santa was like all about, you go to a mall and you expect that Santa to have that jolly old voice, but instead you get a grumpy, drunk idiot in Bad Santa, and I think that's what's the comedy part is, and you expect, everything we grew up as kids and stuff, but Heathers was a bit of a different one for me, because Heathers was more high school. The comedy I had trouble understanding, but I did, however, see sort of a resemblance to the dark comedy that you'd see in Fargo, because a friend of mine said to me, in fact, this is what a friend of mine helped me with this one. He said, it's kind of like I said in my other video too, it's kind of like that unexpected stuff. These aren't the kind of people that you'd imagine that you would see as killers. You wouldn't expect to see this high school nice girl as a killer, or this quiet kid as a killer, or who knows, right? What I do, however, also see is similarities to Fargo. In Fargo, Frances McDormand's character and William H. Macy's character, they are like, they're calm, despite the grisly details of the murders, they're very calm and very relaxed despite the murders. And the same thing in Heathers. Some people are calm, like, oh boy, Heather's dead, it's a shame. And then there was one scene, this is a bit of a spoiler talk, so in fact, if you clicked on it, you might see spoilers ahead, so here we go. There was a scene where an English teacher was like, I must say, I was very impressed with how she used the word myriad in her suicide note. And I'm like, well, that's something I'd be relaxed about. No. And I think that's what I kind of discovered with, I think I've kind of picked up on what the comedy is, or the concept, what makes it a dark comedy. And the taboo parts of Heathers is when things, because the whole story is that Veronica and Jason Dean, or JD, in Heathers, the two main characters, they're tired of the popular kids picking on them, and I don't know how these filmmakers did it, but they're geniuses for, because rather than having them look like they've been murdered, the murderers, or the killers, disguise the crime scene as though they had committed suicide. And I guess I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you make that kind of stuff humorous, but Heathers absolutely does make it seem funny. And I think that it is a teen movie worth watching. I really, really do. And again, my rating is still the same. I say 10 out of 10 film cameras. It's worth watching if you have high school buddies over, if you have college buddies over, or if you're in for a raunch comedy night, go for it. But this is a teen movie, so some of you parents watching this are probably going to walk by going, I'm too old for this. It's just something that you'd enjoy. It's funny. I think it's very, very pretty Halloweenish, I would say. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Stay tuned, and Mr. Blue's here for you. Oh, also, before I go, I have an announcement. I'm going to start doing more album reviews than film reviews. I will be talking with my life story vlogs now and then, but other than that, stay tuned for my album reviews. Mr. Blue's here for you. Thanks.